It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame. Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl, and Violet, she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers wilt when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender. Of corporate machines planting seeds where the grass never grows, but the grass, it stays greener in places unknown as
the Mississippi shore. And for you my lonely heart is calling. Each night I love you more and more. Day and night I seem to dream about you. I'll sing to you, I'll sing to you. Bless your heart, I just can't live without you. So come out and meet me, honey,
Come on, let's have it, you miserable prick. I will do what I want, I will drink till I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick of the same boring songs. I am sick of these pavements I find myself on. Great Britain, I hate you. I'll say that with pride. It's my right to be violent when you fed me lies. I'm a rotter, a menace when I want to be, and I've worked for that right because nothing comes free. I have slaved all my life in the dull 9 to 5. I just rinse and repeat while I'm barely alive. Great Britain, I loathe you with murderous glee. I will do to this country what you've done to me. Destroy. I want to tear apart these buildings from the cinder blocks they stand. Leave this town in dust and rubble, make some trouble with my hands. I won't lie, I'm fucking wasted, but I wasted all my youth, and I've stayed so damn complacent. Getting wasted is my truth, so my style of self-expression is a fist into the gut. It's throwing up upon these pavements. Shut your fucking mouth, you slut. Banished angel, I am Lucifer. Might reign like Genghis Khan, soon you will all know my name. I am the storm after the calm. I'm the victim of the victim list, the pill that makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick! Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes. Keeping the street pretty firm on your feet. It pays to be sweet on your toes. And fools they have fallen for clumsy mistakes. Late to react, cop the fist to the face. Now the rules of the street fight are simple. Break that little prick's nose. Throw a punch, you swallow it, follow it, grab the collar, quick hollow tip like karate kick, martial art master, spark a bitch, park a fist on the landing strip, carnage, it finds the cartilage, karma serve like a carbonated cola on the crucifix, kill, rinse someone a kill, who blood gets spilled, move double that rude boy, kill or be killed, do it for the fun, blood, do it for the thrill, blue lights boy, run, blue lights boy, chill. Absence of the light, the devil the law. Hide from the back and crouch on the floor. The cook to omit him. Hate the wolf spits on him, rapes him, hits him, kicks him when he's down, and that shapes him. He hears the sound of a copper, hot up on his tail proper, Vincent off his rocker. Bothered by the lie that Britain sold him, what a shocker. Where greedy eat the poor, a holy war, the chosen prosper. But some are never chosen, they stay frozen in the locker. Destined to survive in 9 to 5 and watch the clock, but don't think about reality, my little happy shopper. A brand new show on Netflix to distract you from the horror. And swallow all your morals for a retweet or a follow. And shadow ban the problem man, a sold for $1. And keep the fight amongst yourself, don't think about the squalor. The systems don't impose it or the rules that we all honour. And fuck it, Vincent cooked to boiling point, he's cannon fodder. So what's the use in running, he's already in the locker. He's careless with his actions now, a clumsy motherfucker. He turned to face his fate, cause fate's a bitch and none will stop her. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3". Was his first day back at work after a time of absent leave. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was our boy with a guitar, bruised and battered on his knees. But Richard lived in caution now, tormented by his past. Not so quick to find a trigger, not so fast. But Richard was a righteous man who lived inside the law. So he leapt upon poor Vincent and he cuffed him to the floor. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below. Same thing, wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain can turn insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days are weeks, the weeks are most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living to decay. And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so he don't have to think. Mercy tastes bittersweet when the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth. And the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? 1 too many, 1 2 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round. Start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with godability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9. Through his crimes timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed. Just set the scene, it's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and reach. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds, etched in Richard's memories. Thoughts a muddled, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently hitting the bottle to soften the blow. In the walls of yourself and there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't struggle to therapy. Regularly seem to plateau when his popo went loco. And woe so low that his mojo no more, no rebound, no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up. The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger down the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then done we are all a damn forsaken by creation. Revelations, Richard cannot stand. The third stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace.
Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
Souls get shaken up, the road's never quite ideal, but slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud, cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Yes, Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was Brawl Dog. Alright, we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive now coming in. Some new cat who goes by the name of Rens. This one right here is I Don't Give Two Fucks. Neither does a virgin.
Starving for some food for thought, I hide away. I'm a student of a melancholy prodigy, catching supernovas falling from the Milky Way.
Is that a human or an angel singing?
Don't shy away, maybe I'll get high today. I get stuck.
A man has died after being stabbed last night in the shopping district of London, Paddington. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Edmund Lockridge, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, the billionaire founder of Lockridge Incorporated. The company has been at the centre of several recent controversies, though police have stressed there is no indication at this stage that the attack is connected. A 34-year-old man from Shepherd's Bush was arrested at the scene and remains in custody.
Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 last night, emergency services were called to this pedestrian strip on Parade Street, Paddington. Witnesses describe a heat altercation followed by Mr. Lockridge collapsing from stab wounds. Vincent Gavon, described by neighbours as quiet and someone who kept to himself, was detained minutes later. Police say they are keeping an open mind on motive, including whether the attack was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon, police and ministers responded to the growing public concern. We take you there now.
At approximately 3:09 this morning, Vincent Gavin was charged with murder. Our deepest condolences go to the Lockridge family. As this is an ongoing investigation, further comment would be inappropriate.
Will this be treated as an act of extremism?
We're keeping an open mind.
Minister, is this a sign of a wider breakdown in public safety?
What happened last night is not just an attack on an individual, but on the values that underpin our society. The Prime Minister will be reviewing measures to ensure crimes of this nature face the toughest possible response.
Thank you, Minister. Lord Lockridge! There've been some accusations of your company's practices.
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Attempts to justify or rationalize this crime are beneath contempt. And that is all I have to say on the matter.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you.
In an extraordinary turn, the public have been left completely divided. Some of the population see Vincent as a new age devil, whilst others see him as a modern-day hero, striking a blow against the status quo.
I'm stood outside the courthouse, and although officials have described this as an open and shut case, you can see there's clear public divide between support and condemnation for Vincent Gavon. Back to you.
With the suspect now formally charged, the question remains, a man's crime or a sign of something deeper in Britain today?
Compliance. Life without passion is a world without violence. From the same Lockridge Industries laboratories that brought the world's first medication formulated to heal the global economy, Envian. Comply More, a new, groundbreaking series of treatments, is here to change the world all over again. Finally, an alternative to the responsibilities faced in modern-day relationships. Throughout history, human minds have been afflicted with absurd delusions, such as individuality and fairness. Are your children starting to develop their own personalities as they grow? Are you tired of waking up every day and having to pretend to listen to other people prattle on about their right to self-expression? But that can all stop with just 2 easy-to-swallow tablets taken before, after, and during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous ankle jingling, unexpected emotional flash mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S, sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Good evening and welcome to Britannia Speaks, where the nation debates the issues that matter most. Tonight, Vincent Gavon, charged with the murder of Edmund Lockridge. Who is he? It's a tragedy that has sparked outrage, division and a national conversation. On our panel tonight, Sir Douglas Kane, former Chief of Police. We have Dr. Aston Tolliday, political scientist. We have Cassie Blaze, who is an actress, influencer and former contestant on the TV dating show Swipe Right Forever. We have Percy Price, Professor of Psychosurgical Medicine at Cambridge University. So, without further ado, let us go to our first question from the audience.
Thank you. My question is, has Britain lost control of its streets? I work 2 jobs, finish at midnight, and honestly, I can't afford to change my shift, but I don't feel safe. My niece is 14 and won't go out after dark, and all the politicians are just arguing on a Twitter instead of doing, well, anything really. Should we feel safe, or is it over for this country?
Take this one, Sir Douglas.
Yeah, it's quite simple. Britain has gone soft. The people in charge of our legal system now have absolutely no backbone. Now, back in my day, they get punished and punished properly. These days, it seems that you get a TikTok account and some sort of documentary on Netflix. And I'm sorry, but you should be afraid. You really should. The people who run this country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect, it's exactly that thinking.
Yes, it comes from somebody who knows about criminals. This structural inequality does nothing. What are you going to tell me next? That road cones have feelings and emotions?
Actually, what we're seeing is the collapse of social support networks, rising poverty, inequality of wealth.
That's absolute rubbish. People aren't being stabbed because of inequality. They're doing it because they can, and we're letting them.
Let me break this up slightly and bring in Cassie here. What would you say?
Well, I think that...
Oh my God!
I think maybe you're both right. Like, Sir Douglas here thinks we should be hard, but Dr. Tolliday thinks we should be soft and gentle. I personally think it's nice with a mix of hard and gentle.
Excellent point, Cassie. Yeah, the audience loves it, which brings us to our next question, really. Should Vincent face the harshest punishment, do you think?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, let's set an example. Let's be harsh. Let's give him the worst we can do. Let's brand him. Let's publicly humiliate him, whatever needs. We've got to stop people from doing these offences. We've got to make crimes that are as unappealing as possible.
That's medieval. Every study shows that harsher punishment...
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry. This study stopped someone from getting murdered in Paddington last night? No. Now, you can make statistics and anything you want as long as you want, but it's not going to stop a blade from going into your gut, and nor is your PhD.
What works is investment in communities.
Oh, yes, brilliant. So welfare handouts to youth clubs so that some of these thugs can do interpretive dance for their feelings.
It's called therapy.
Called a waste of money.
What do you think, Cassie? What would you say?
Well, I don't even know Vincent, but if it makes everyone feel safer, I think we should just punish him, right? Like,
Off with his head!
the vibes are what's important here. So if he's gonna bring the bad vibes, I think he should do the time, honey.
Yeah. This is about dealing with issues systemic.
Final thought on this, Sir Douglas.
Final thought. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Yay! All right, well, that brings us to the final question. What does this all mean for the future of Britain?
Well, it means war. It means war. The public are at danger. We've been wrapped in this sort of bubble wrap. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have the soldiers on the streets right now.
The real war is with inequality. Vincent is a symptom, not a cause. If we don't address the root cause...
The root cause is if he'd not picked up a weapon and picked up a job application instead.
Well, I think that we should just be nicer to each other, you know? Like, if we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And, like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to, they found out about each other and it was a right mess. They wanted to have a talk about it. So I just turned my phone off, went to the back garden with a matcha martini and meditated, like, really hard. And honestly, that solved all of my problems. So I think it could
Out of time, so I'm going to say thank you to our panel, but also Professor Price. You've been rather quiet sitting there, made a lot of notes. Do you have any insights to share with us?
Yes. Yes. You people talk of punishment, yes? Policy, poverty, and whatever it is you're talking about, but crime is not a social issue. No. It is a neurological one. It is a matter of circuitry, misfiring impulses, faulty wiring in the prefrontal cortex. You see, we can punish, yes, and punish and punish. Naughty boy. yeah. But nothing ever changes, right? And why? Because we are disciplining behavior when we could simply repair the machine. You, sir, would you imprison or jail a lamp simply for flickering? No, of course not. It would be preposterous, it would be absurd. You would simply acquire a new bulb. Well, Vincent is a broken lamp. And I have a new light bulb.
Well, you heard it here first. With that, it is good night from us.
Look, we haven't even had a proper debate.
We'll see you all same time next week. Join us then. Good night.
my junk. The ladies are going wild over that one. I got a feeling there's gonna be some babies made. Now we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive coming in. For the second time now, I'm starting to get hot flashes. Another entry from Rens. Call the CDC. This one is crisis to crisis.
Run from the shame. Have you ever gave your love away?
Still fucking shit.
I'm sick of it. I'm actually done. I can't be in this house any longer with this actual bunch of idiots. How can it possibly be that when me and Johnson are on a date and it's just us, he is the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate man, ticks every fucking box, and the second that we step foot back into this house, he's around all of his mates again, beating on their chests like fucking gorillas, all of that out the window. I just can't believe, like, when Mike's getting super drunk, as he always does, and just being his stuck-up, arrogant, slimy, snaky little self, thinks he's God's fucking gift to women, thinks that just because he has a six-pack, barely, that he's something special. He's not. And I just know for a fact that every single girl at home is thinking the exact same thing as me. He's disgusting. I'm getting to the point now where I actually wish that I didn't vote off Pigman. Because he might have been a pig, but at least he was a man. Do you know what I mean?
Coming up.
Sorry, it's the travel gives me nose issues. Fly on over to the UK, they said, Hank Hankerson. Come do the news for us. Great job. You want to go out for a drink? Sure. Come drink our lukewarm pints. What is this? Tea? Please. Coffee, bitches on that. Hey, how you doing? This is our co-employee, Susan. Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you. Wake up the next day after blacking out. Hi again, Susan. Nice to meet you. What you doing in my shower? Want to say hi on FaceTime to my wife? No, okay. Thank God I signed a prenup. Over to Hugh Moss for today's weather.
Trying to kill some time here because I'm seeing two of what's going on the teleprompter, and there's just a green screen behind me, so I have no idea whether the weather is weathering, but I know that there was snow flowing last night, if you catch my drift. Few of us did. Anyway, I will pass you over to the floozy with the newsies. Susan from the news. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Your social media company, Soulfeed, has been under a lot of public scrutiny recently. I assume you've heard of the accusations that the platform has been censoring the name Vincent Gavon and limiting posts from users.
Look, Sarah, listen. The answer is actually surprisingly simple. I mean, we couldn't believe it when we found out. It was possums.
Possums?
Migrating ones. You see, in our server rooms, we have an incredibly complex network of cables, everyone attributed to each citizen of the United Kingdom. And last night, a herd of possums snuck in, and the cable associated with Vincent Gavon chewed right through it. What are the chances this week?
Guys, this is one of the most haunted car parks in Britain. You can feel the presence. I definitely felt different vibes coming from over here. Oh, crikey. We're getting a 6. A 6 on the spirit meter. 6.
What does it go up to?
4. If there are any ghostly presences among us, please make yourself known. Please. Wait. I'm going to attempt to make contact with the spirit realm. Okay. I've got to be very careful. Okay. Ghost. If you can hear me, please make 3 knocks. Oh my God. Wait, was that 4?
It was 4.
Ghost, if you can hear me, please make three knocking sounds.
Oh, so yeah, that's definitely 4.
Oh, it's probably not a ghost. Oh. Holy hand balloons. The spiritometer is literally going crazy right now. It's all over the place. I'm getting 4s, 5s. I'm getting a very strong reading. Wait, hold.
It's coming through really loud.
I'm getting an 18. I've never seen an 18 before. Josh, I think you might be a ghost.
What?
I think you might be dead. Wait, guys, cut the camera.
I'm scared.
Gains, incredible gains. How's it going? Wait, don't even bother asking. You already know. Gareth Gaines, a.k.a. the pre-workout assassin, a.k.a. Lord of the Lats. And you already know the score. Let's get ripped to the core, baby. Let's go. Lads, listen, I am operating on 0 calories, 10 grams to the decimal place of creatine monohydrates, and 6,000 grams of caffeine right now. I can practically see sound. If you want to be hench, hit the bench. Bars for days, lads. Let's go. Manifest. That's law of attraction 101. If you think hard enough, your glutes will grow. That's quantum booty mechanics. Simple.
It was a night like any other night. You see that cat right there? That's Timmy Two Knuckles. And he didn't get his name from fighting. He got his hand stuck inside a panini press down on 5th Avenue. But here's the thing about Timmy Two Knuckles. He was a stone cold son of a bitch.
You think that's funny?
I'm told the jury and public are now being asked to take their seats in the courtroom, and the judge will soon be asking for opening statements. Stand by whilst we wait. The case of the Crown versus Vincent is about to begin.
Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you see before you is not a man consumed by rage or madness. You see an animal, a predator, A man bitter with his own circumstance but unable to take responsibility, who took no consideration for anyone around him and destroyed a life. Vincent Gavon shows no remorse, no grief, not even the pretense of sorrow for the heinous act he committed. As for Edmund Lockridge, a promising, hard-working young man, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, heir to the Lockridge estate, who gave so much to this country. His reward was to bleed to death on a London pavement. The punishment must fit the crime, not only as justice for Edmund, but protection for all of us.
Members of the jury, my client is not a monster. He is a man who worked hard and was compensated barely enough to keep his head above water. He lived quietly, respectfully, faded into the background, like working class people are so often asked to do. Don't complain, don't cause trouble, keep going. What happened that night was not calculated. It was not targeted. It was not political. It was a combination of too much alcohol and clumsy behaviour, a moment born not from hatred, but from exhaustion, the kind that builds after years of being overlooked, underpaid, and ground down by a system that says your life is your fault, whilst offering nothing to help you change it.
Get to the point, Miss Hall.
Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Garvon is under immense stress. Isolation, debt, drink, all of which severely impacted his judgment and mental health.
Excuses.
Explanations. Context matters.
Order. Keep it relevant.
Vincent, if you could tell the court how you feel, anything, please.
Heartless bastard!
Hello, love. Yeah. No, I'll just get a Chinese. And that's alright, man. Sausage and mash should be fine. Alright then. I'll see you later. Bye.
You were working at the Druid's Head that night?
Yeah. Came in just before closing, ordered a pint, sat down, kept on drinking. Quiet, polite, nothing odd at first.
What made you remember him?
He came in a lot, almost every day after work. Just sitting there, not really saying much, not much of a chatter. Had a feeling it was a bit of a wrong one.
To your knowledge, did he know the victim?
Not from what I could tell. He didn't talk to anyone. But he looked like a man who had his mind made up.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
I seen him nick that poor guy's guitar, the homeless guy. He grabbed it right out of his hands. Imagine stealing from the homeless. Like, how evil do you have to be? I could sense it on him.
Objection. Sensing evil is no grounds for prosecution.
But I could sense it on him. I could smell it in the air. I could smell the evil.
Enough. The jury will retire in due course. For now, this court is adjourned.
Fucking punk. Look at your arms.
do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step 1, I repent. Step 2, let me go. No, 3, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labour wage docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain, tax bracket rise, grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload, I'm on a roll. I never vote, big in the polls, Britain the road, who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow, representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see, represent me, no soccer. Britons break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder. 9 to 5, I can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied, I climb that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine, a pig steps to the slaughter. Before your eyes, it's for the new world order. Except our minds, court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it up. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarize the people, never by the hand that's feeding you. When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots, where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet, dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, 2 parties resurrected. Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is delicate. They don't want me in the room, I'm the elephant. Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break, because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned, ETAs with ET, I phone home. ETC, don't blink, life is gone. Time don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever heaven body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire.
Run, little liar.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the ghost, we're not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate to greed. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. A starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You, or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love? What about really loving us? But I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are one, we are one, we are free to one song. Something better, better yet reset so we can all live on. Vincent! Vincent! Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very safe hands here now, please be patient. You see, we are the cutting edge rehabilitation. Don't you feel so excited for this new innovation? Nah, guards, what the fuck, man? I think I wanna leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method to sort of trials and tests. Like our good godson, you'll be resurrected. What the fuck you on about? What kind of brand new method? Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. With your synapse augmented with our new serum injected, it aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defective. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum, as is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it. Guards, this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.